It's a game that mystifies many Americans. The seemingly ludicrous scores, the flat bats, the theatrical deliveries. A game that takes so long to play, even in its shortened form, that there are 2 separate meals built into the action. And yet, right here in our backyard, cricket isn't just growing, it's thriving.
Well, I think it's fair to say the game's exploded, because in 2004 when we started, there were only 17 teams in the Massachusetts Cricket League. Now there's 35.
Fry says that's thanks largely to an influx of folks who've moved to the area from cricket-crazed countries.
People from India, Pakistan, West Indies who've come over here to work, and obviously a sprinkling of Brits and Aussies and Kiwis and South Africans.
And on this fine Saturday afternoon, they even let an American play. Before we got started, I got a primer from the gang on how the game works, and as you can see, it's a little bit complicated. It all centers around a pitcher and a batter, only they call them a bowler and a batsman. There are no balls or strikes, and every ball is in play, whether it's smacked cleanly ahead or nicked lightly behind. Now, a batter can score up to 6 runs on a single hit, and he stays at bat until he's bowled out, thrown out on the bases, there are only 2, or when a ball off his bat is caught on the fly. Oh, and there's no gloves. Crucially, each team bats only once. The game is divided into a set number of overs, or 6 balls. Today, we're playing 40 overs, for a total of 240 balls for each side.
Everything else is exactly like baseball, except for that it's nothing like baseball.
Yeah, you got it.
We took the field first, where I learned firsthand how hard it can be to even get a single out, called taking a wicket, watching one of their batsmen stay up for a full hour, scoring 100 runs. Mercifully, after nearly 3 hours, the 40 overs finally came to an end, and it was time for one of cricket's most enduring traditions, afternoon tea.
Not exactly refreshing, but it works.
With bellies full, our side went to bat. The Cavs shrewdly buried me at the bottom of the lineup.
All right, here's the deal. If one more wicket is taken, I gotta go in and bat. There's like 4 overs left. Really could happen.
And sure enough, it did. And while there might be a whole heap of footage of me swinging and completely missing, this also happened.
Yes! Come on, man!
Come to find out that I dove into first base completely unnecessarily on a single. It was going to be safe anyway. Wasn't really in any danger of being thrown out, but they appreciate the effort.
In the end, our side came up short. But as we dug into meal number 2, a homemade curry, the guys here explained that the important thing is that they're playing. And if Fry has it his way, a lot more of us will be too.
It's a really important time for the game of cricket in America, because I think for it to succeed, you've got to get the Americans playing the game. You've got to get youngsters playing the game. And that's what we're trying to achieve here in Massachusetts.
One tip, talk less about the 3 hours in the field and more about the food.
The walking wounded, the true cricket warrior, Edgar III.
WGBH News.